Hello, hope you are doing excellent. We're back again with more YouTube videos and more unboxings. Today we have another deck from Spicy. If you guys have been following me, you guys know that I've moved recently, and this actually came before the move. So again, we're going to be going over all this episode after I've done about 2 deck reviews now. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at these. So again, we'll be going over pricing, craftsmanship, like the edges, countersinks, shape, and overall. And for my last unboxing, I was told that, you know, setting it up and actually writing it would benefit the review a little bit more. So we are going to do that after I reveal it. So let's get into the unboxing. Okay, finally, it's been sitting for a while now, and we're about to see what's inside. See how the packaging is. Ooh, okay, there's the deck. The wood looks awesome already. I'm excited for that. Some grip, of course. And a thank you. Okay, that's about it in the package, so let's read the thank you note. Thanks so much for letting me send a deck out. A little bit about me. I'm Mason. I just turned 14. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I've been fingerboarding for a few years now. I started making decks earlier this year, and it's been a hobby passion ever since. Enjoy. Insta SpicyUSA. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm happy with the grip. You know, I'm a fan of the yellow back grip. They're always kind of different every now and then, but yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna use that for the deck for sure. Let's get into it. I'm already liking the way it looks just through the bag itself, but 14 years old, I had no idea that he was 14. It's funny, it seems like these early deck reviews seem to be a lot of the younger crowd, so like Pie Decks, Foggy, and then now Spicy. Okay. Oh wow, this is some quality. Okay, let's just look at it at first. Right off the bat, the gloss on here is like really thick, but it's nice. I don't know how to explain it. Like the top ply, it's a little bit on like, I don't know if you guys can hear this. It's a little uneven, but then the bottom is like where it matters actually feels great. And he did a custom, so what I mean by that is if you see, he kind of did like a yellow and white splatter. It's, you know, for the whole eggs idea. I'm really digging this shape. Has a boxy, you know, front. Front tail and a rounded bottom, you know, very much popsicle-like, which is my favorite. I love popsicle. The countersinks, they're pretty solid. I have nothing to complain about them. The countersinks are pretty solid. Nothing looks uneven. This looks very professional. I mean, I won't even say for a 14-year-old, like even if I were to make decks, like this is probably like a standard that I would go for if I'm making them all handmade. But yeah, edges are pretty good. I feel like the top could be sanded a little bit more down, like right here. These can be rounded out a little bit more, but who knows, maybe that's extra wood for when you're, you know, gripping. I love the shape. Like I said, it's popsicle. Got a square nose. Countersinks are great. Edges, you know, can't complain. I mean, the lacquer really makes up for it too. It's super smooth. But yeah, let me just set this up and then see the verdict with the play. Okay, and we're back. I set it up with some prolific teak tuning 32mm trucks and some white abstract conicals, just to kind of, you know, and some yellow O-ring bushings. It's not focusing, but yeah, just to add on to the whole egg theme, you know. My second custom made deck, pretty cool, so thank you. First to Foggy and also Spicy, but yeah, I'm really digging this shape. I mean, I haven't really played with it yet, but let's try. I don't know what obstacle to use. Let's start with this bike rack. Okay, actually, let me see. Maybe I can actually I'm gonna use this kicker as well. Let me just try this first. Okay, pop is pretty good. The board is a little thick, but I think the shape makes you forget that almost. Okay, let me try the kicker. Yeah, this deck actually has a lot of potential. So far out of the deck reviews that I've done, I gotta say this might be my favorite so far. Not saying that Pie or Foggy are bad. I just really like the finish on this. Like, it just feels really good, like very professional. And the shape is just... obviously I'm a biased fan of popsicle shapes, but yeah, I also like the length of it too. I want to use something else. Treat like a manual pad. Okay, I just did a little session there. And yeah, I gotta say I do love this shape, but I have a negative thing to say about it. I have a couple of things actually. Yeah, overall it's a good deck. The only thing I have to say is number one, the lacquer is nice, but it is quite thick, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, obviously it'll last longer, but because of that and because of the thickness of the board, it does weigh a little bit more than your, Pro Series kind of deck. I noticed that I was struggling with some of the tricks because I had to like put a little bit more force just to get the trick to go. Yeah, but I don't know. I think you can definitely get used to it over time. And like I said, it's a pretty solid deck. Like, honestly. Yeah, overall, if I were to give a rating on this deck out of 10, honestly, I would give it probably an 8. This is a pretty good deck. It's pretty solid. I would have never guessed. I mean, 14 years old. I mean, age doesn't matter, but for 14 years old, out of everyone I've done so far, which is Pies and Foggies, which is, again, the lower age range of deck makers, like, this one's pretty solid. I'm genuinely surprised on the quality of this deck. I didn't mention the price, but the decks range from $15 to $19, so 15 would be like your blank decks. I think 17 is like the already made ones, and then 19 is like the custom decks. So check them out, guys. I'll put everything in the bio. You guys can check it out. But again, pretty solid deck, I'm not gonna lie. And thank you, Spicy, for the custom, splatter egg kind of vibe, the white and the yellow. Yeah, I'll definitely be writing this not super often, but I'll definitely have this one set up just to have every now and then, maybe like one of my outdoor decks. But yeah, guys, check them out. And again, if you haven't already, please subscribe, turn on the notifications, and as well check me out on Instagram, where I have more consistent content coming out either daily or every couple days. Alright, so I'll catch you next time. Peace.